today I'm going to be doing my everyday makeup, so makeup routine, so I'm going to be showing you what I do every day in the morning for my makeup. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to moisturise my skin using the Botanics Hydrating Day Cream with SPF 50. This is the all bright version, so I'm just going to take that very carefully because it's so runny. It'll go everywhere. So I'm just going to take a bit. So I'm going to take some bits, put a bit there, just basically everywhere I need it. It's so brightening as well, which I love, and it also hydrates as well, so it's perfect. It's not like super oily, so it doesn't make your skin really oily. It's just perfect, and it's nice and light, which is good basically for a day cream, because you don't want a heavy day cream. Well, I don't anyway. So I'm just going to put it in those places. There, I don't know why I put it there, but you know, put it in random places. I'm not going to put it over there because of my fringe, and I don't want to get any cream in my fringe. So now what I want to do is just basically blend it out. So it smells really good. It smells like hibiscus or flower. I think it's a flower, which is really nice, and it also helps really brighten up the skin. And I like to do this first so that I can let it soak in, because it's before I do my foundation, so my foundation doesn't go all streaky, yeah. So I'm just going to blend this out like so. Blend. And then we can move on to the next part of my makeup routine. So let's blend it out. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to prime my eyelids now, because I like doing my eyes before my foundation, because often if the concealer, so what's the point of doing your foundation and concealer, and then you get a load of fallout and you have to wipe it away, because all you'll be doing is wiping away the concealer, so there wouldn't be any point putting it on. So yeah, so I always like to do my eye makeup first. So I'm going to apply my Maybelline Colour Tattoo 24-hour gel cream eyeshadow in Internal Gold, which is really nice. I don't particularly like the glittery shades, but this is the only one I have, so I'm using it as a base for now. So I'm just going to take a little bit and put this on my eyelids and just basically blend it out. It's really good as a base, and it does keep the eyeshadows on for absolute ages, which is really good, because I often find when I don't use a primer, my eyeshadows crease and it just doesn't look nice. So I always make sure I have some sort of primer on my eyelids. I don't find concealer works, and people say it does, but I don't find it works on me. So yeah. Now I'm going to be taking my Urban Decay Naked 2 palette, and I'm going to be taking YDK. YDK is actually really good colour. It's like a bronze, and I'm just going to use it on the inner half of my eyelids, like so. I'm just blending it up to my crease and blending it into the inner corner, like so. It's just the inner half of my eyelid. And then I've always put a darker eyeshadow on the outer half. So I always like to have a smaller mirror, just to have a much more closer look, just make sure that it looks okay, which is what I always do. And doing it on the other eyelid, like so. Yeah, so I really like. They're very high pigmented colours, so basically it's just like that colour, which is it's really nice, and it's highly pigmented. It's a nice metallic colour too, so I like using metallic colours in the inner half of my eyelid, and then using a matte colour on the outer half. So the next colour I'm going to be taking is Busted. Now, Busted is actually one of my favourite colours to put on the outer half. I always do a darker colour on the outer half as well. So just going to put this on the outer half, like so. I always do it a little bit messily, but I always go back and make sure that it's neat. So just going to blend it like so. And on the other eye, I'm going to do the same. Blending it there. And now what I want to do is I'm going to take a little bit of Blackout, which is a matte black, not much, but just to make it a little, Busted a little bit more darker. So just going to do that. Just taking my finger and just blending the colour out. Now, as you can see, I just got smudge there, but that's alright. Do the same with this eye. And just taking a wipe, I'm going to be using the Boots moisturising cleansing wipes for dry skin. I'm going to be using them. So what I'm going to do now is going to just get rid of the fallout. Just get rid of any smudges, neaten it up a bit. And fallout as well, just getting rid of fallout. Because you don't want that. Now once I've done that, I like to line my lower lash line. And I often go for a dark colour, so I'm just going to be using Blackout and just kind of tracing my lower lash line. Sometimes I always do it a bit thick than I normally need to, instead of doing the thin line, because then it's just easier, I suppose. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. So and then just making sure so as you can see, it's really thick at the moment, but I often find that black really makes my blue eyes stand out. I just remembered I was gonna put white decay just a little bit there. I forgot, so I just wipe away a bit of the black. I mean not white decay. I mean Busted. So there, and then what I'm going to do is just make sure to clean the brush. I just use a wet wipe again for the cleansing wipes. And what I will go back and just kind of wipe away the excess black. And then go back in if I wipe too much away. And then what I find better, so there, so as you can see, just wiped away some of the black, and now it looks a bit more, it looks better, it doesn't look too heavy underneath. So then I'm going in with Busted, like so, and just where the black isn't, I'm just going to draw a short line, fill in the rest of my lower lash line. So what it will do, it will help the Busted on my eyelids kind of, it'll just make it look a bit better. I'm not quite sure how to explain it, but that's what I'm going for. Sorry if this video turns out to be super long. Yeah, it's probably going to be super long because I don't know. So once I've done that, as you can see, it's as you can see now, it's coming together. So all I need to do now is add a inner corner highlight. So I'm going to be using Verve and also a brow highlight. So using Verve, which is actually a silvery colour, and using it on my finger, so to apply in the inner corner. As you can see, it really brightens up the inner corner. And then doing it on the other eye. So as you can see, it helps brighten up the eyes. And then using Beauty Cool, I'm going to put this on my brow bone. All it is kind of a shimmery flesh colour, sort of, I'm entirely sure, nude colour. And I'm just going to apply this to my brow bone. This is going to help highlight my brow bone. So there you go. And now we are going to use a mascara. Now I'm going to use a mascara. So I'm using Maybelline, the Mega Plush Volume Express Mascara. And I love this. It really makes your lashes super, super long. So what I like to do, I like to look down and apply my mascara because it helps make it longer. So yeah. As you can see, and then I always put a bit on my lower lash line, which helps open your eyes as well. So there you go. Yeah, I really like this mascara. This is actually I've used this. I often go backwards and forth with mascaras. I often like to try new ones. So I'm just doing the other eye now. It's also got a very bendy brush, so basically it just kind of really bends like that. So it seems to do something, although I'm not quite sure what. It's a very bendy brush. So what I do now is I fill in my brows. Now I often use the same brush, so again I just use the makeup wipe to remove the eyeshadow which is already on. So the black stains, so it doesn't, the colour, it doesn't make it come off, and there's no colour payoff. So yeah, it's just stained. So then using teas, which is actually what I like to fill in my brows. So what I do with my brows is just kind of trace it and just do kind of like, I don't know, this motion. And then doing short strokes down, so that kind of look. It's a bit too, the colour's too dark, but I can't really find, I've been looking for the perfect brow colour in ages, but because obviously my hair is half blonde and half not, so it's a bit hard really, but I think this colour suits me. Yeah, so there, so that's the brows done. Now I'm going to do my face makeup. So I'm going to start off by using my Maybelline Dream Flawless Nude Fluid Touch Foundation. It's really weird, but I just like to put it on the back of my hand. So I just do that. You can't see, but I put it on the back of my hand, so like that. And then I just use my fingers and just apply it to where I need it. Which I like to put some on my cheeks, on my nose. Just not. I don't put it there because I know I often do that over and a bit on my chin. here and a bit there. And just clearing up any smudges. It often there. So what I like to do now is just blend it out with my fingers. I find that's better than the brush with this, because it's so kind of liquidy that it's more like a BB cream than a foundation, so it's quite light coverage as well, but it's a tad too dark for me, so I only put it in the places that I really need coverage, or that I want coverage. So I'm going to put some here using my collection Lasting Perfection Concealer, bit here, and then I like to apply some here, and then I like to put some on the spots here, so I only put it here, and so then I just like to blend it out. Now this is really good coverage, and it covers the spots that I need to cover, or blemishes. There we go. So now I do it under my eyes as well, which helps brighten my under eyes as well. So I like using the same concealer. This is running out, so I need to get a new one. It's running out. So just going to put some underneath, like so. I know you're not supposed to put it in a half moon shape, you're meant to put it in a triangle, but I haven't really got enough concealer to do that because I really need to get a new one. So I'm just going to blend it out just by dabbing it. This actually, keep dabbing it instead of swiping it, you get more coverage, supposedly, because if you swipe it, you're really just kind of, I don't know, getting rid of the concealer, which you're not supposed to do, and then there you go. And also just blend it out a bit more faster, and just makes it look a bit better. Now I'm going to you know what, I forgot to do my liquid eyeliner, so I'm just going to do that now. I just draw a thin line, so on my top lash line. It helps make your lashes look more full as well. So there you go. That's one eye done. I totally forgot. I was going to do it before mascara because it's easy to do it before mascara, but I completely forgot. Just doing that right now. There. Now the eyes are officially done. So now what I'm going to be doing is applying my blush. Now I got this yesterday, so I usually use Coalista or the Catrice defining blush, but I'm trying out this new blush, and it's Dimity Pink by And Other Stories. So it's their blusher. They have a whole line of different beauty products. So it says, "Go girl, seek happy nights to happy days," and I kind of broke it. They're highly pigmented, these blushes. They don't look like it when you do a swatch, but when you use a brush, that's when then they're highly pigmented, so they work better with a brush. I was going to say blush, but so I'm just going to smile like this, and I just dab a little bit. I'm obviously going to blend it out, but I just like to use the like that, and then just using my fingers, I'm going to blend it out. As you can see, they're highly pigmented, so you don't really need that much. So keep blending it out. I'm gonna obviously just go wipe away some of it and reapply the foundation, because this is just like so highly pigmented. Like it's so highly pigmented. So just wiping away like half of it. I just like to do one stroke, and then just a bit here, and blending it out again. Yeah. There we go. It's looking a bit better now. And then using where's the foundation? Just using a little bit more foundation. I'm going to just look a little bit there and a little bit there. So it's blended out better now, but just going to reapply where I took the concealer or the foundation off. It's better to apply your foundation to make your blusher last longer. Either use a primer and no foundation, or use foundation, because then it stays better. That's what I've read anyway. Yeah. And then just going to put my glasses back on. So nearly done. I'm going to be applying a lipstick now. So my favourite lipstick at the moment is this Genie lipstick. So basically it changes its colour. So basically it's green, but it's not green. So going to it is such a gorgeous pink colour. Then I'm just going to give my hair a quick brush. Like so. There we go. So this is the finished look. I'm just gonna. So yeah, that's my everyday makeup routine. So thank you for watching my video, and I do hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time. Bye.